Hello there, Tarot Tube. So I came back to participate again in the Top Tarot Trumps, which is a hashtag that was started by Musings by Masha. And I haven't been consistent, but the moon is up this week, and it was a full moon, and it's autumn, and I'm just kind of feeling it. So I thought what I would do for my little theme on the moon card is pick cards that had sort of a spooky Halloween, Samhain, autumn feel to it. Things that were just a little off, maybe. I don't know if that category makes sense to you, but let's go through them. All right, so in no particular order is this moon card, and this is from the Dark Days Tarot. There you go. And I use this deck generally for new moon readings, but let's take a look at this one. So it's got some really different kind of imagery from the historical moon card. Look at these trees, and it's got birds, and this female, is it one person who's floating over the moon, or is it three people? I don't know. But here's our moon face. It's got a third eye mark, and it's a dark moon, isn't it? So this one's very different from a traditional kind of card, but I like it. Now this one is the Crow Tarot, MJ Cullinane. And I got this deck. I thought I was going to use it a lot, and I don't use it very much. I just don't think of it. So I'm a little disappointed in myself about that, but here it is. And let's take a look at how this one. So we've got not a crustacean, but we have a fish here. And we've got this caged bird, which is a little odd. So that's really, really different from anything that we would expect for in general on a moon card. So lots of original kind of imagery here. These trees could stand in for the two pillars, I believe. It's got, you know, shape-wise, it's got that. And these clouds, depends on how you look at them, but I could see something kind of lupinish, you know, it's a little wolfy, that cloud, I don't know. And then we have the portrait of the crow, and here's a crow over here. So a lot of different kind of imagery. I do like the fish, and I think this card invites you to use your intuition, I believe. So now for a completely different kind of energy, this is from the Cute and Creepy Tarot, this one. And so these are all kind of monster characters. And so we've got a werewolf here, a Romani, a gypsy werewolf. And the moon is really so pleasant looking, right? And I love that she's not actually looking at the moon. She's looking at this globe, this sphere. So maybe she's seeing the moon in that sphere. And again, just like the, let me pull it back. Just like the Crow Tarot, we've got trees that sort of stand in for our pillars, and we've got water, and look, we've got the reflection of the moon in the water. So this one's very lovely, and even though it's kind of creepy, it's cute. It's really well named. All right, this one, I don't have the box with me for it, but it's the 78 Tarot. So 78 Tarot is a magpie deck, all different artists for different cards. You better pull this one up closer, you'll never see it. All right, really different, right? This one, we've got fish. So instead of having like the dog or the wolf or something, we've got these two fish, and we've got a mer person of some kind, looking a little fierce, I have to say. And the moon is partially obscured by this mer person who is mostly submerged. So really non-traditional moon card and quite watery. So yeah, that's a very different one. And now we're just all over the place here with my decks. This one is from the Disney Villains deck. And I believe this movie was called The Emperor's New Groove, and she was the Isma? You can leave it in the comments down below if you got your Disney lore in place. But, you know, she's fun. Look at her. She's really fun. None of the traditional things you would expect, just the moon. But look, she's having a tremendous amount of fun. And, you know, this is one of those Insight Edition decks. So, yeah, they kind of stretch it, I think, a little bit to get all that lore into a deck. But she's awfully fun, isn't she? All right, this is one that I go on and off of just really pulling and thinking about and using it. It's called the 5 Cent Tarot. It comes in lots of different colors. This is the one that I chose, the Madame Clara Sees All publications. And whenever I need a deck that's got keywords on it, I will pull this one because it just makes reading so easy. It's like, intuition? What intuition? Well, just read the nice words. But they've got all these really fun images on it too. And, you know, if you want to do reversals, it's pretty easy to use it. I like the color scheme in here. The moon almost looks like the earth to me in this card. Like if it didn't say the moon, I don't know that I would know it was the moon. You know, the pillars are stretched out like this. We do have, I think this is a dog and a wolf, I think, but we've got, and we have the crustacean, we have the moon, the pillars. So we do have some of the traditional symbology in this one, and certainly the keywords are definitely, you know, to this card. Everybody has their own meanings, of course, but I think it's traditional enough. Now, if we're doing the moon card, we kind of have to use a card from the Deviant Moon Tarot, right? I mean, you got to do it. So here she is. Here is the moon card from the Deviant Moon Tarot. Now, in this one, these puppets, we've just really gone off the beaten trail here on this to have puppets on a moon card. And yeah, I mean, I guess the moon is controlling the puppets. So you're being invited to, you know, consider what's driving you. But again, none of the traditional imagery. I see no dog or cat, no pillars. But we do have a moon. We have got a moon. And maybe you could say those are kind of like the pillars. I don't know. So there's the Deviant Moon. And our final card here is the Moonchild from the Witch Sister Tarot. Now, I don't know if you've worked with this one at all, but Julia Jeffrey really does step away from the traditional meanings. So yeah, it makes sense that she's not doing the moon. She's doing the Moonchild, and you know, she's dipping into some Scottish Celtic lore. And I assume this is a lunar moth, although I do not recall. So that's it. I do enjoy being a good moon card, and we have quite a little assortment here. So I hope that this brought a smile to your face. If it didn't, well, you better run out there and find something that does bring a smile to your face. Got to get that done every day. And if you enjoyed it, it would bring a smile to my face if you would hit that like button. Ding, ding. That would really float my boat, day or night. And I hope things are going well for you, that you're enjoying the season. And if you do this tag, you know, leave me a comment below so I can find yours. Take care. Bye-bye.